How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 7 of The Mandalorian. This episode is titled The Spies. Yeah, last episode was kind of weird, but at the same time it felt like a Clone Wars episode. Like, we had the B-1 battle droids, the B-2 battle droids, a mention of Count Dooku. Like, Jesus. The weird side of the episode came from, like, the cameos. Jack Black, Lizzo, and Christopher Lloyd. What? I do kind of wish last episode was like early on in the season compared to like episode 6, but it is what it is. Like, the whole goal for last episode was for Bo-Katan to assemble a bunch of Mandalorians because that was the mission she was given by the Armorer. The episode, like I said, did feel like a Clone Wars episode and a detective kind of story, like figuring out what happened to the droids and why they're like malfunctioning, and it all connects to Christopher Lloyd's character, because he was a separatist. And then at the end of the episode, Bo-Katan met up with her night owls, the privateers, and basically she challenged Axe. And she won, after like a cool fight scene, and then Din gave the Darksaber to Bo-Katan, which was unexpected, but it kind of makes sense, because I brought it up early on in the season where like Din was beaten by that droid, and then the droid was killed by Bo-Katan using the Darksaber. So technically the loophole is that she gets the Darksaber, and now she can bring the Mandalorians together. So now, of course, that Bo-Katan has the Darksaber, she'll be able to bring in her night owls back into the fold, and now they'll be able to team up with the Children of the Watch and retake Mandalore. But I assume there's probably some more Mandalorians we have to find first, because I don't feel like that's enough. Because if they want to retake Mandalore, I definitely think we need more than what we've got. But that's just me. Of course, we've got Moff Gideon out there with the ending of Episode 5. And we did have Star Wars Celebration. And a lot of information came out of that when it comes to like the Mandalorian like era. With Thrawne obviously coming back into it with Ahsoka, played by Lars Nicholson. I'm so glad he's back playing that role. He was so good in Rebels. And a movie that's going to like culminate the Mandalorian era of Star Wars, which I think is exciting. And of course, we've got Bad Batch Season 3, which was confirmed to be the last season. Makes sense, but it does kind of suck because it kind of feels like the end of the Clone Wars in a way. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited to get into this episode, especially since it's 50 minutes. So I guess I should stop doolallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Jesus, music.
Flight times match the ship transporting Moff Gideon.
Okay, Moff Gideon's gonna play a role this episode then. You know, we're approaching the end of the season when all the storylines are gonna come together. Coruscant, again. It's even in fucking Jedi Survivor. I love it though. Acknowledgement of the prequels. What the fuck is this? Night Sea? Also kind of reminds me of Blade Runner. Gideon? Nope. I hate them.
Report.
Oh,
And
Gideon.
quick, as I am short on time.
It wasn't the New Republic.
Mandalorians.
Magistrate cargo was aided by Mandalorians,
This cannot be. Those two factions are sworn enemies.
which is why I contacted you with haste.
Where is he? What the fuck? What is this, fucking Phantom Menace? Oh no.
We must be cautious.
What is this?
Show no sign of our true strength. Grand Admiral Thrawne's return will herald in the re-emergence of our
What?
military.
Thrawn?
And provide Commandant Hux enough time to deliver
Hux?
on Necro.
Captain Pelion,
Pelion? Isn't he like the right-hand man of, like, Thrawn?
any word on when he will be able to participate in the Shadow Council?
Yeah, in August.
I hear whispers from one end of the galaxy to another, and never a word of
Is that
Thrawn.
Hux's father?
Perhaps it's time we look to new leadership.
3 Praetorian guards. Sounds like someone.
Wait, what?
And what is your security concern?
Mandalorians.
Mandalorians.
Yeah.
A research in Mandalore would hamper our efforts.
So Gideon was responsible for the TIE interceptors and bombers around Mandalore.
Long live the Empire!
Oh god. Oh, is this the Moff Gideon ship? With the Mandos, obviously. Oh, the Mythosaur underneath.
So, they're on our side then?
I should hope so. They're our welcome.
I mean, if they weren't, the sea would be gone. Surely this can't be all the Mandalorians, right? Has to be more. Where's Boba, dude? He's a Mandalorian.
I hope these two groups get along.
They will if they want to survive.
True. Paz. Fucking beast. Sorry. Just see Grogu. Oh god. Din doesn't like that.
We invite you to make camp.
I swear she's got ulterior motives.
That's all the way from Coruscant, so you might want to wait for a smaller gathering before you open it.
IG? IG-11? What the fuck? That's the creepiest shit I've ever seen. What? There's a Bobby Freak in it. That's not their name.
What did you do to IG-11?
No, that's IG-12 now.
Huh?
The pilot provides cognition.
Yes.
Wait, so you're gonna put Grogu in there? I love the puppeteering.
He's too little to operate this.
No.
What do you mean he's too little? He's bigger than the...
Fits.
Give it a few more years, you won't be able to fit in that.
Too young to operate heavy machinery.
Are you sure
Maybe
about
when
that?
He's older.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
Get him out of there.
No.
No, at least let him try it out in my office.
Yes.
No.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yes.
Give us some more, like, voice lines. What are you doing? Oh my god, he's stealing food?
What are you doing? This isn't working for me.
Now he can just refuse to do what Din says anytime he wants.
It is time to retake our homeworld.
What? I thought that... Surely there has to be more than this.
Even we'll scout the surface, find out what remains of the Great Forge, and establish a safe perimeter. I need volunteers from both tribes.
Well, Paz is going to go. Din's going to go. We'll obviously have some red shirts.
I will go.
Yeah.
Grogu as well.
Yeah, she'll go. Koska, I think her name is. Yeah, he'll go.
I will go.
Paz, yeah.
I will go.
I will go.
Red shirt. He's dead.
I will go.
He's dead.
I will go as well.
Wait! Oh. I didn't think she would go, to be fair. Although I can see, like, the lava on the planet. Whoa! That was cool. We know there's fucking TIE interceptors and shit over there, though. Wait, is Gideon on Mandalore? Maybe? Because why else would he want more, like, TIE bombers and stuff? Unless the Mandalorians were coming to him. But where would he be on Mandalore? Paz with that minigun. They're all shaking their heads like, Jesus, look at it. Din doesn't care, he's already seen it before. That was sick. God, Paz is such a beast. I mean, I think they could rebuild. It'll take a long time, but they definitely can do it. Wait, was that like bones? What was that? Yeah, there, look, on the left side. Like, what is that? I don't know why I'm pointing. It's not like you can see what I'm pointing at.
There, on the horizon.
What? Huh?
Flanking left.
Oh, what is that? Interesting. It's like some sort of like sail barge, I guess.
They're Mandalorians.
On the planet? Where the fuck were these guys in episode 2? Is that Skinny Pete?
We knew you would.
From fucking Breaking Bad? It's Skinny Pete! He's a Mandalorian. I always knew it.
Because we refuse to surrender.
That's not true.
Is that how she lost the Darksaber?
I met with Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
All remaining cities and Mandalorian lives were to be spared.
And he lied, obviously.
But it was the only chance I had to save our people. And then he betrayed me, and we were helpless to resist the purge of Mandalore.
Is that what that scar is? Is it from Moff Gideon? Can't remember if she had that scar in Rebels or not.
Mandalore has always been too powerful for any enemy to defeat.
Until the Empire.
It is always our own division that destroys us.
Or that.
We were taught that everyone but us had forsaken the way.
There's too much animosity. And this blade is all I have to unify our people.
Until the Mythosaur.
What means more to me is honor. I will serve you until it is.
I hope nothing happens to Din. They're making it so like Bo-Katan becomes the main character, which is fine, but it makes me worried for Din.
We must return to the gauntlet, and I will ferry them back to the fleet in the morning.
Those of you who are well enough can join us in the search for the Great Forge.
We can do better than that.
We know where it is.
We can bring you there.
I don't trust these guys though. Wait, what if they go back up and the ships have been destroyed? They're gonna go back up and the ships have been destroyed. Are they playing chess?
Primitives make up their own rules for everything. Seriously?
Yeah. That's so cool. What the fuck? What? I mean, Paz is gonna win. Look at the size of him. I mean, Paz is a beast. All this guy seems to be able to do is use the jetpack. Don't. Hey.
You taught your apprentice well.
He's not my apprentice.
You didn't learn that from me.
Luke. Yep, the ship's been destroyed. 100%. Or it's about to be. What is that? Is that a Mythosaur? Is that Godzilla? What is it? That's not Mythosaur. That's Godzilla. Oh! Well, they're dead. Is this the Great Forge? Oh, I thought that was Paz taking his helmet off then. I was like, what?
This is what's left of the Great Forge.
Hmm.
Jetpacks.
More Mandalorians?
Survivors.
Oh no, no, that's not Mandalorians. What? They saved Moff Gideon. Where do you get the best kind of armor from? He won't make that. I mean, they fought to the end. Oh. Oh. She got him like under the helmet. No, they're not. They're not retreating. They're getting you to follow them. It's a trap. It's a trap. Wait, this is where Gideon was? Din? The fuck? Yeah, it is. It's a trap.
What is this place?
Moff Gideon's place. No shit. Wait, they're taking Din? No, they're not gonna kill Din. No. Is that Gideon? What the fuck? Yo, he looks sick.
Thank you for gathering the Mandalorians into one place. Mandalore will live on in me. Dark Trooper suit. Forged from Beskar alloy.
Oh, wow.
I will create an army that will bring order to the galaxy. Why don't we take your fleet off the board?
I knew it. I knew it, dude.
Activate the interceptors and bombers.
No!
Every episode 7, Gideon just fucks shit up.
We have to stop meeting like this.
Did he not know that was Bo-Katan?
Surrender the Darksaber and tell these people that this planet is mine.
There's nothing left of the planet. What is on this planet for him? God, his helmet is he's like a Darth Maul. Helmet. No. We're not losing Paz, right? Fuck. Not Paz, dude. He's such a badass character. This is the way.
This is the way.
He's gonna run out of ammo for that, or it's gonna overheat. It is overheating. What about his son? Oh, did he stab his neck? Wait, you could actually survive. There's only 2 left. Wait, you did it. Gideon. Nope. Praetorian guards. He asked for 3, didn't he? They just came out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? They didn't need to stab him that much. That was a bit ridiculous. Wait, is that the end of the episode? What? Of course it's written by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Why did they have to kill Paz, man? He's such a fucking cool character. But it makes sense why they were focusing on him quite a lot this episode. So Din's been captured, which kind of lines up with last season, with Grogu being captured. There's no way they'll be able to wrap up everything in next episode, right? Like, defeat Gideon, do the Mythosaur stuff, unless he used the Mythosaur to defeat Gideon. But every season, Gideon always gets the upper hand around this time. You know what I mean? Like, either episode 6 or 7 of the season. He always gets the upper hand. Like, last season he got Grogu. This season he's got Din and killed Paz Vizsla. Not directly, anyway. I did feel like this episode was going a bit too, like, smooth, in a way. You know, like, everything was working out for the Mandalorians. They managed to get on the planet. They're teaming up. Sure, they might have some of their differences and they might be fighting a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're working together, right? I knew it was too good to be true. But it makes you think, where were them Mandalorians and where was Gideon in episode 2? I guess, compared to a giant fleet versus one ship going in, it's probably barely noticeable for Moff Gideon. But he did notice it, because all the TIE interceptors and TIE bombers earlier on the season, right? I assume that was Gideon. Why would Gideon take Din? Like, what value would Din have to Gideon? Because last season he wanted Grogu for, like, a cloning thing, right? Why would he want Din? Also, if Din didn't give up the Darksaber, he probably would have fucked up all them troopers. Just saying. He didn't even have the Beskar spear either, because he fucking melted it in Book of Boba Fett. I don't know if it's just me or not, but why does it feel like the armor is hiding something? And I do find it very convenient that she left before the beast attacked, or that giant monster, and before the ambush. That seems very sus. Not gonna lie. Conveniently, she left right before the ambush. Like, why her? Why did she leave? She didn't have to. She could have just sent, like, a bunch of other Mandalorians, you know? Why did she go? Because even season 1, why was she, like, the only Mandalorian on Navarro left? You know what I mean? Something's wrong there. I don't know. Maybe she made a deal with Gideon at some point? Because why would Gideon be on Mandalore? Why would Gideon want Din? I don't get it. Is it just because Pedro wasn't involved a lot with this season, so they're just trying to get rid of Din a little bit? So if the fleet gets destroyed, what's Bo-Katan going to do? Now we're going to have to bring a shit ton of Mandalorians to save Din. Please bring Boba. Please. But I do find it very weird that it is a very similar story to last season. Last season Grogu was taken, this season Din's taken by Moff Gideon. But Moff Gideon looks sick. He looks so cool in the armor. So it's made out of Dark Trooper armor and Beskar. Interesting. Also, can we talk about the beginning with the Council? Hux, Pelion, which, if you've read some of the Legends books, I think it might have been heir to the Empire. I do know that Pelion is Thrawne's right-hand man at some point, so they're seeding that Like it's going to be the next phase of the Mandoverse, or whatever you want to call it. So it's going to make sense if next episode we get rid of Moff Gideon and then Thrawne takes the lead as like the next big bad. And they're also seeding like sequel trilogy stuff with Hux' I assume father, which is cool. It makes sense, like Hux was in the First Order, his father was a part of the Empire, which makes me think that the First Order is just the Empire. They've just renamed it. Because the Empire's still around. I mean, how many years in between episodes 6 and 7 are they? I think it's like 35. Is it 35? Let me just search it up. Why am I asking questions when I can just search it up? I've got fucking Google. Okay, so it's 30 years, not 35. Poor Paz, dude. I knew his like final words would be "This is the way." Like he always says it. Like I think he said it 2 times this episode. Like he always says it, and he went out like a badass. So, and he did win in a way. Like if it wasn't for them fucking Praetorian guards, he would be good. I mean, he asked for free Gideon at the beginning of the episode, so there they were. Where did the Empire get all this fucking funding from? And has Gideon always been on Mandalore? Like, has that always been, like, his home base? And he was responsible for the pirates in Episode 5. It definitely feels like Gideon is, like, the Phase 1 villain of the Mandoverse, while Thrawne is a Phase 2 villain. They've definitely been setting up Thrawne quite a bit. Last season with Ahsoka, you know, obviously he was in Rebels, and this episode, Ahsoka, he's going to be in it, and the movie, I assume, is going to be culminating everything that's been happening with Thrawne. I wonder if they'll call the movie Heir to the Empire. Maybe. I also love the IG-12 thing with Grogu. It's amazing. Yes. No. And I think it's still Taika Waititi, right? Voicing IG-12. Hey, I mean, last episode I did ask what was going on with IG-11. There's my answer. Grogu is riding around in him. Yeah, I mean, overall, that was probably one of the best Mandalorian episodes we've got. Definitely the best episode of this season for me. It was really good. But it does feel like we're kind of rushing. You know what I mean? Like pacing-wise. Last episode stands out a lot more now as being this one-off weird episode. The Armourer gave Bo-Katan a mission to bring Mandalorians from all over the galaxy together. And yet she only went to one planet last episode. And that's all we needed. And it does kind of undermine the Season 2 finale. I did say it last episode, I think, with Moff Gideon coming back. But we've already undermined the Season 2 finale with Grogu coming back. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm very interested to see how they'll wrap up this season. Hopefully it's a long episode. Hopefully we defeat Moff Gideon. Maybe this season could be like a big defeat for the heroes. I'd be down for that. Changes things up a little bit. Also, I assume next episode Ragnar's going to find out that his father's died. So that's going to be a bit emotional. But I am also worried for Din. Because they've kind of like sidelined him this season and now he's captured. Like something bad could happen next episode. Hopefully not. But yeah, that about sums up my shitty review. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And I will see you for the finale. Ta-ta! And fair.